absolutely crazy! Chapter 1130 and the new bounty has been revealed. Welcome back to One Piece Nerd. Perhaps what we're all most excited about is the new bounty of the new Yonko, Luffy, after his rampage on the future island. This will certainly be an impressive number, and it's bound to happen. Predictions for Luffy's new bounty are getting closer. Some believe it won't increase much, but others think it could be a record-breaking number, as Luffy's unprecedented shockwaves have made him deserving of being the most dangerous pirate in the world right now. Author Oda seems to have finalized the bounty increases for the Straw Hat crew. Will these numbers appear in Chapter 1130? Will it cause a big shock when the spoilers for this chapter drop? As a One Piece news provider for you all, I feel a bit overwhelmed with all the updates recently. For instance, the anime will be on break until mid-2025, and the manga will go on a 2-week break after this chapter. But don't worry, I won't stop researching and bringing you the highest quality videos, because Chapter 1130 is revealing info about an incredibly insane devil fruit. It's so crazy that people might kill each other for it. Sounds terrifying, right? I think you should make yourself a cup of coffee and sit down, because we're about to continue discussing Luffy's journey after he smashed through the giant wall in the last chapter. What follows is an epic scene that you won't want to miss. And now, let's continue with the content of the new chapter, Chapter 1130, everyone. These revelations will get you hyped. Trust me, the initial 8 spoilers for Chapter 1130 are quite something. First, just from the title alone, it's intense. The Cursed Prince. It sounds like Loki is either possessed by a witch or controlled by some kind of devil fruit power. When talking about curses, it reminds me of Perona's or Sugar's devil fruits, which can manipulate and change people. Perona's Horo Horo Nomi drains people's willpower, making them overly negative, so scared they can't even fight. In contrast to Perona, we have Bello Betty, whose devil fruit can stir up fighting spirit, encouraging those around her. Then there's Sugar, who touches people and turns them into toys, making them slaves to follow commands. While everyone forgets about them, this prince obviously refers to Loki, suggesting he's being manipulated or controlled by some devil fruit power, leading to him being called cursed. In the following spoilers, you'll also see just how terrifyingly cursed Loki has become. The second revelation is about Yamato's pilgrimage. In the last chapter, she met Otama and Shinobu to practice ninja skills, but by chapter 18, they got so bored they just fell asleep. However, a shocking event occurred. The swords of Lord Yasui, which Kinnaman asked Yamato to bring to the shrine, have been stolen. This time, Yamato will have to act, as she can't stay indifferent like before. Someone has planned an investigation into these disappearances. At first, Yamato didn't care much and continued her journey in Wano, but now, since the swords were stolen, she seems more uneasy. What will Yamato do next? Some fans find the current cover story plot not that exciting. Personally, after watching the full cover stories, most of them span nearly 40 chapters. For instance, Ace's adventure took 29 chapters, Enel's was 38, and Bega's was 37. Each cover story is a wordplay based on the chapter number in Japanese, so these events are deeply connected to the future of One Piece. Remember, Wano will return again, and it needs to be unlocked with the appearance of the ancient weapon Pluton. This island must be opened. This will be a huge factor for the future. Yamato's pilgrimage not only opens up the current context in Wano, but also leads to interesting revelations about characters or things that will be used in the future. So take your time and enjoy the anime. For example, who would have thought that Enel helping those robots would uncover a ruin connecting to 3 god races that migrated from the moon to Earth on one of the final pages, right? Therefore, Yamato's desire to reunite with the Straw Hat crew likely has something very important attached to it, and it will emerge during her exploration. Third, Morgan's news about the chaos on Future Island, so the article was fully written after 2 days. The article claims that Yonko Luffy kidnapped and killed Dr. Vegapunk. Along with that, he destroyed all of Egghead with the help of giant warriors. Let's talk a bit about this event. The main hub of Punk Records was teleported into the sky by the other Vegapunk clones, and they headed straight to Weather Island after contacting the scientist Harridas, who is a friend of Vegapunk and Nami's mentor. The only thing the government might retain is the fusion reactor and the greedy Vegapunk clone named York. But is it enough for them to create fire pattern energy to power the giant weapon Uranus in Imu's hands? Although Uranus isn't specifically mentioned, Vegapunk confirmed that to use fire pattern energy, it has to be an ancient weapon. With Pluto in Wano and Poseidon on Fishman Island, the only thing in Imu's hands could be Uranus. Along with that, there are war weapons like multiple versions of Pacifista, such as Max 3 and Seraphim. Vegapunk proudly boasts that these are the strongest species, combining the warlord's genes with the Lunarian tribe. Additionally, the giant pirate crew destroyed up to 2/3 of the Navy's Buster Call warships. Even though the Navy sent 100 warships, they were completely helpless against the massive size of the Elbaf warriors. This is an enormous loss for the world government, and Captain Brogy, with just a single hammer swing, easily defeated a vice admiral. This shows how terrifying the giant's strength truly is. Previously, the bounties for the two captains, Dory and Brogy, of the giant pirates were only 100 million berry each, which was a ridiculously low number. Fourth, the Giants' new bounties after the Egghead incident have increased from the original 100 million berry to a staggering 1.8 billion berry for the head of each giant captain. Evaluating their true strength, the two captains now have a combined bounty of 3.6 billion berry. This officially puts the Giants in the crosshairs of various other forces. Previously, it wasn't worth facing the Giants for a mere 100 million berry bounty, as the reward was too small compared to the risk of losing one's life. But now, with the bounty increased to 1.8 billion berry for each, there might finally be enough incentive since hunting giants isn't that hard. If it had been Mr. Three Galdino back in Little Garden, he would have easily gotten 3.6 billion berry by now. So the giants still have certain weaknesses, making them easier to hunt compared to other powerful pirates with bounties over 1 billion berry scattered across the world. And after this incident, the giants have officially been put in the crosshairs, though they're a bit tricky to deal with. However, in this bounty reveal, we haven't heard anything about the Straw Hat crew yet. But rest assured, if the Giants' bounties are increasing, the Straw Hat crew's bounties will definitely go up as well since they were allies in this event. What's important is that Oda-sensei wants to hold off on revealing this in chapter 1130 and might wait for a few more chapters. Luffy's bounty could be announced soon, but spoilers didn't provide that information, so stay calm and wait. I'll continuously update to you in upcoming videos very soon. Fifth, here's some shocking news. Prince Loki has been revealed to have killed his father, the King of Elbaf, to seize the legendary Devil Fruit. Right now, the details are still quite vague. It's unclear if the King of Elbaf possessed the Devil Fruit and Loki killed him to claim its power, or if someone gave the Devil Fruit to Loki with the condition that he must kill his father. Or maybe something we've seen recently, Loki could have participated in a game with the task of killing the ruler of the kingdom, with the prize being the legendary Devil Fruit, similar to the God Valley hunt that the Celestial Dragons set up 38 years ago. It's also possible Loki was cursed or controlled into doing this. The bigger issue we need to focus on is the connection between the chapter title and Loki killing the King of Elbaf. It suggests that the king was cursed, making him a victim in this story as well. Most importantly, the legendary Devil Fruit. What is it? What made Loki commit such a heinous act? It's quite intriguing, isn't it? Sixth, after escaping the room, Luffy separated from the group because he sensed something. He went straight to where Loki was and found the prince chained to a tree. This time, we finally saw Loki in the flesh, not just as a silhouette. Loki's form looks quite impressive, similar to the time Kaido appeared before Kid's Alliance and defeated them. Although we don't know Loki's exact form yet, you can feel the seriousness and majesty from him. Of course, since he's chained here, Loki is not the same person waiting for the Straw Hat crew by the beach with a bottle of sake. Elbaf truly is a mysterious place, isn't it? Seventh, in the last 2 pages of this chapter, we saw an epic view of Elbaf as its full landscape was revealed, featuring a giant castle and surrounding villages. This is the real residence of the Elbaf royal family, not some fake Lego-style castle like the one Road designed. It looks absolutely magnificent. I'm sure when you see it, you'll be reminded of many things. As for me, I need to study it further since its grand appearance really got me excited. Eighth, below the top of the Yggdrasil tree, we saw an additional tier in the middle with a castle and village. Overall, this 8th reveal isn't particularly outstanding or remarkable. It's something we've seen before in world analyses of Yggdrasil. So what we're most looking forward to is the appearance of Prince Loki and the new bounty for Yonko Luffy and the Straw Hat crew. Do you think Luffy's bounty will be revealed in this chapter? Comment below this video before I update you with more news, guys. For now, bye-bye, and see you in the next video.